Libra, thanks for visiting. This is reading for March the 11th to March the 17th. And if you like this reading, as I always ask you, please like, subscribe. If you like to, leave a comment, whatever you like, I don't mind. I'm going to start your reading right now for Libra. So, the first card you have for your past is the Knight of Swords, yes. Someone was very unhappy with you. Someone was very, very unhappy with you in this card. Angry with you as well. I think this might have been a family member, because I'm seeing some kind of breakup, some kind of division between two people. I think there was a lot of talk going around, some talk, some gossip even, I think, but whoever was upset with you, I think they had really set views on things, kind of unchangeable views. Maybe they had set religious views, or it was something like that. And I think you might have been involved in something that might have gone against their views. So I think, yeah, there was a lot of talk about someone else in the family, I think, but also about you. So it went two ways, I think, this kind of talk. Some of it was just talk, some of it was gossip, so it kind of went further than that as well. And I think this person was trying to convince you, or trying to change you, or change something about you, something that went against their beliefs. That's what I'm seeing. And they were very, very forceful, like this knight. They kind of came rushing with their sword and said, right, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. And I don't think they meant to hurt you when they were saying things to you. I think it really did hurt you. But I think, you know, they thought that they were doing the right thing. They thought they were doing the absolute right thing by telling you this in this really forceful way. They thought they were trying to save you, I think, in some ways, save you from going down the wrong path. That's what they were trying to do. So they didn't mean to really be horrible to you, because in their eyes, they were doing the right thing, even though, you know, they were very misguided, I think. Now, of course, you know, life has many different paths for many different people. What's right for one person isn't right for another one, but you know that. I don't think you're going to be able to I don't think you're going to be able to change their mind at all. I don't think you can even reason with this person. I don't think they're ever going to change, and that's okay. As long as they stay in their thing and you stay in your thing, that's absolutely fine. But that's not what they're doing. They're trying to make you into them. Now, I don't think they're going to drop this subject either. I think they'll probably keep on talking about it. I think every time you see them or talk to them, they'll probably bring this up again. So I don't know whether you want to distance yourself or not. You might not want to. But yeah, I think that's how they are, and I don't think they're going to change, and I think they're always going to be upset by this thing, whatever that is. So the next card you have in your past is the Fool. So yeah, this is what they thought you were. They thought you were a fool. I know that sounds blunt, but you weren't sticking to the rules. You were not sticking to their rules that they thought that everyone should stick by. They had these rules, they had these set ideas, and they thought everyone has to do this, everyone has to do that. Now, I think for a long time, they probably used to compare other families with their families and other people with them and all of that kind of thing. Oh, look at those terrible people over there doing that. My family doesn't do that, they're all perfect. All of that kind, I mean, obviously not those exact words, but that kind of thing I'm getting around this person. And then I think with them seeing you doing whatever you were doing, they might have felt that it reflected on them and that people would think that this looked bad on them. Now, I don't think you've done anything wrong, but it just goes against what this person thinks is the right thing. Not me, this person. Now, so yeah, part of this is really about them. It's really about their reputation and worrying about kind of, you know, oh, what will the neighbours think, that kind of thing. Now, obviously, that's not a good way to live. That's what I think anyway. I mean, you know, you can waste your life. You can waste your whole life living it by worrying about what other people think. And I think that's a part of what this person's doing as well. But yeah, if this is all resonating, I think whoever this is, this relative, I think they are a relative. I think they might have based their whole life on being a so-called kind of upstanding person, and you were challenging this, and they really didn't like it. It really challenged them. So, you know, all I can say is just be yourself. If you want to be the fool, you be the fool. I'm a fool. I mean, I'm different to a lot of people. Not a lot of people approve of me and what I'm doing here. So, but I don't care. So I think, you know, be yourself as long as you're not harming anyone, as long as you're not doing anything illegal, as long as you're a kind person and you're happy, and that's fine. Who cares? But then I'm not them, am I? So I'm not the one who's saying this to you. But yes, that's what I think. So the last card you have for your past is the Four of Wands. So I think this might be some kind of a message. I think this is a message, and this is showing you to be yourself, which is what I was seeing in the Fool. Just be yourself. You're on the right path. Keep on following that way. Follow your own instincts. And I think, you know, as you go along this path, you'll find that it's going to open up a lot of very, very, very positive things for you, because becoming your true self and going on that path is always the right way. It always is. I mean, look at this roof. It's called a conical roof, this conical roof, or this pointed dome on this castle. It's bright red. And to me, that represents your passion. And your passion is sending you up high to a better place than where you are now. So, you know, you have to walk through these wands, and to me these are number 11s. I don't always see that, but I'm seeing that in this right now. And this is what you have to do to get to your passion, to this arrow pointing up to the sky. And I think, you know, you are going through a lot of changes at this time, and I think you are leaving people that belong to an old life behind you, and you are pursuing a new life, or you are looking to pursue a new life, or starting to do that. And that's what was driving this other person crazy with rage. So, you know, and yeah, not everyone's going to like the new you, but the main thing is that you do. That's the whole point of everything, is that you do. So yeah, this isn't going to be an easy process as you go down this road, because I think, you know, you're leaving behind some things that used to be a core part of you, I think, and some of the ways that you were brought up even, and that's another thing that this person's kind of angry about. And so it's like a lot of your core beliefs were shifting, and they're still going to be. It's going to be a process. It's going to be a long process, but it's not going to be an easy process, I've got to say that. But yeah, you're on the right path. Stick to this path. If you want to be a fool, because that's the way to your passion and your happiness. That's what I'm seeing in this card. So keep on going. So the first card you have for your present is the Four of Swords. So I think there is someone, and I think there's someone from your past, and I think this is someone who might have been I think you were thinking about this person, and I think you might have even reached out to this person. I am seeing some messages, and I think you might have sent some messages to them. I don't think they ignored you, but I think they might have just replied back with maybe short answers, or very kind of neutral answers maybe. I don't think they were rude to you. They didn't tell you to go away or whatever yourself or anything like that. I think they were fine. They were just like, hi, I'm fine. You know, when you ask them, are you okay? Is everything all right? Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, hi, fine. That kind of thing. So, you know, they weren't ignoring you. I'm just getting this feeling that they feel as if they need to get their life together. And I think they might have some financial problems, or maybe a lot of other problems as well. And they might even have to, or they might have had to, downsize their life, change a few things. They might have been really, you know, living a fantastic life before, and they've had to downsize that for some reason, and this has really knocked their confidence. That's what I'm seeing. I think they have been through a lot, and I'm getting this feeling that they just feel as if they're not quite ready to face people at this time. That's what I'm getting around this. Even old friends, I think they're just staying a bit quiet, staying out of everyone's way. And I think they are going to start to eventually make an effort to get themselves back together around money and around everything else. I think that at that time, when they're ready, that's when they're going to start to open up to people again. So I don't think it's you. I don't think they're rejecting you. That sounds like a bomb or something going off. It's not a bomb going off. It's a car, a siren, or some crazy car. I don't know what that is. So anyway, when I move, I won't have this problem. Okay, so now I've got to concentrate again because of this thing. Okay, so yeah, they are having problems. They are going through a lot of things. And yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was saying. They're not you. They're not you. It's not you. I wish I didn't have these cars. Yeah, it's not you. They're not rejecting you. It isn't you. They're like this to everyone at this time. They're just not ready. They just feel that they have to get themselves back together again before they're ready to face any people. That's how they are. They're probably a very proud person. They're probably a very independent person. And they probably just want to make sure that they're looking their best, feeling their best, better than they are, so that, they're feeling better when they face people. That's what I'm seeing. So I don't know if you'll be prepared to wait for that or not, but or wait for them. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing. So then, what's that? Oh. The next card you have for your present is the Seven of Swords. I'm sorry, I'm so distracted by these. I'm going to concentrate. The Seven of Swords. Yes, this horrible card. This is horrible. So yeah, so again, I'm seeing all of this kind of family gossip talk, all of that kind of thing. And yeah, you're on the receiving end of this, some of this, someone else is as well in your family. I'm seeing that again. I don't know if one of the main people in this is a parent. I think they probably are. But whoever this is, they definitely think they can tell you what to do, and that's what they've been doing, and they're probably still doing that right now. And this is how they see you, someone who's doing something terrible and wrong. And I think they go from seeing you as this kind of terrible person in the Seven of Swords to the Fool. So it's like, oh, they're a terrible person. Oh no, they don't know what they're doing. They're just a fool. So it kind of goes backwards and forwards like that. I think it probably gives them more comfort to think you're a fool than a terrible person. But yeah, I think they've got the whole thing wrong. But this is because they're seeing things from their eyes, from their kind of right and wrong eyes. But yeah, there's this gossip. And I think I'm seeing something worse than gossip, actually. What I'm seeing is some people are gossiping, and this is gossip that's kind of disguised as concern, like, oh, are you all right? I just want to ask you how you are. So what's happened? Let me ask you a few questions. And they're doing that to kind of mine for information, and I really hate that kind of thing. That's the kind of thing I'm seeing now. If anyone's doing that to you, get right away from them. I would anyway. But yeah, I'm seeing these religious ideals around this, some kind of moral ideas. Someone thinks they have the moral high ground. So just be a bit careful around some members of your family. Be careful who you share things with. There might be some people telling you that they're worried about you, and maybe they are, but I'm definitely seeing some people coming to you telling you they're concerned, and then they just want to find out information. So yeah, steer clear of those people. I don't mean to rubbish your family, I don't want to do that, but you have some fantastic people in your family, have some really nice people in your family. It's just a matter of being able to discern between the ones who you can talk to and the ones who you can't. So just watch out for that around this as well. The last card you have your present is the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I'm seeing a few things in this card. I think you're definitely growing, and you're growing and you're changing, and so is this person I was seeing in the Four of Swords. I think you will connect again. I think you definitely will connect again. I keep on seeing them going through this downward cycle, which is what's happening with them at this time. And the cycle is going to go up for them again, it really will. But I'm seeing them sort of mentally packing up and throwing away an old life that they had. And it's a bit strange because I was seeing you sort of doing that in the Four of Wands, but in a positive way, on an up cycle. You're kind of traveling up the cycle and they were going down the cycle, in their eyes anyway. But I think what's going to happen eventually is you're going to meet them in the middle of this cycle. So you're going to connect with them again. I keep on seeing that. But you know, everything has to line up first before that happens. There's another message for you in this as well, I think, and that's about this same person again. Try to let things progress naturally if you can. You might go through a lot of feelings of wanting to contact them. And I think it's actually fine to contact them. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, go no contact, don't talk to this, but I think you actually should talk to them. But don't talk to them all the time, don't overdo it, and don't say, oh, I love you, I want to be, don't go like that. Just maybe some short, light messages every now and again, every kind of couple of weeks or something, just to say, hey, I hope you're okay, how are you doing? Nothing pushy, just something light, you know. Give them time to reflect, give them time to get themselves together. Don't ask them lots of questions. Oh, so where are you living now? What's happening? What's your thing? Have you got a job? Blah, blah, blah. That kind of thing is going to put them right down again. Don't say that. Just say, hi, I was just thinking about you. Hope you're okay. Just give me a call, you know, when you feel like it. It's fine. No rush. Something like that. Just be light and just let them know you're there for them, but you're also willing to give them the space they need. That's if you're willing to wait for them. If not, that's fine as well, of course. So the first card you have for your future is the Star. I think this is showing your strength, and I think this is showing your confidence as well. This is a kind of a quiet confidence that I'm seeing. It's not super bright confidence, huge confidence like sunlight. This is starlight, so it's a bit more subdued, but you know, it's there. You have the confidence, it is there, you have it, and you have been affected by all of this family talk and this gossip, of course, but you're not going to change. You're not going to let this change you. The beautiful woman on this card's obviously naked. She doesn't have anything to hide, and she's proud of who she is. So no matter what these people try to throw at you, you're not going to change. You're proud of who you are. So that's really, really good to see. And you're strong as well, and you're very, very resilient. I'm seeing that in this card as well. And also, this is another card that's showing me that, you know, if you have hope, if you're hoping to reconnect with this person again in the Four of Swords, it can definitely happen. This is the Star. But again, try not to kind of say too much to them. Try not to kind of pressure them or push them in any way. And also try not to overly focus on them. Don't stare at the Star. You know, this woman's here, she has the Star, she knows it's there, but it's behind her. She's not staring at it going, oh, I hope this happens to me. It's behind her. She's busy doing other things. So focus on other things. Don't dwell on the person. Don't think about them too much. Every now and again you can talk to them or whatever, but don't be overly pushy. Don't be concerned, and don't kind of put so much focus on that it's kind of stressing you out. Live your life, do other things. And if you do want to be with this person, when they come back to you again, you want to be an interesting person for them as well. I mean, when they come back and they say to you, oh, what have you been doing? You don't want to be saying, oh, I've been sitting there staring at a star all day long. No. You want to say, oh, I've been out at the gym. I've been busy. I've been doing this. I've been seeing my friends. I've been doing this fantastic hobby. I've been doing this business. You want to be like that. Sorry, I'm going on and on. I'll stop going on and on. I don't know what's happened to me lately. The next card you have for your future is the Page of Pentacles. I think you might have, I think you might have a few financial decisions that you need to make. And I'm actually seeing, okay, you might not want to hear this, but I have to tell you this. This is what I'm seeing. I think you're being a bit conservative, a bit careful about these financial decisions that you have to make. Because I think there might have been a time in your life where you're a little bit reckless around money. I think you might have been overspending. And I think this was a lesson for you, and I think you have learned from that. I think you can still be tempted by things that you want to buy sometimes, and you might overspend sometimes. But you are generally very, very different to where you used to be around money. Now, okay, don't be angry with me. This is what I'm seeing. I think you might have been in an old relationship when you were doing this overspending. This might have even been several years ago. I don't know, but it was a while ago. I'm seeing, I'm seeing two people sort of enabling each other when it comes to spending money. Now, you might have some kind of resentment around this ex or this person in your mind, and maybe you're still blaming them in some way. Oh, they did this, they spent this, they didn't listen to me, they did this, and if only they had. I think you are both as responsible as each other, actually. That's what I'm seeing. Don't be angry. This is what I'm seeing. So if this is resonating, just watch out, because if you have this resentment inside you, this negativity, it might be stopping you from letting more money come into your life. I hope that doesn't sound crazy, but I'm not saying that you have to go around thinking they're a fantastic person or they're wonderful or anything like that, but just think about this whole thing and see this if you can. Try to work to change this inner resentment that I'm seeing here, not for them, but change this for you. I think this inner resentment is bringing you negativity, and it's bringing you negativity around money. And I think if you change your feelings, they're going to change your outlook, and that will change your thoughts, and that will change what happens to you around money. That's what I'm seeing, and I hope that makes sense. That's kind of the basis, and you probably know all of this, of manifestation. Your feelings happen, then your thoughts happen, then the manifestation happens. So you need to clear away this negativity that you have around money and around blaming someone. That's not that you're letting them off the hook. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you need to do this for yourself. The last card you have for your future is the Magician. So yes, you can manifest more money for yourself if this is what you want to do. But again, you're going to have to look back to that time when you did have those financial problems, and it might hurt when you do that. It might feel uncomfortable when you do that, but that's the only way that you can change the outlook that's going to change your condition. So you can do this. You have the Magician card. That's what this is showing me. So try to do that if this is all resonating with you around money. Even if it isn't, there might be something you can look at that's inside of yourself that you have to change. Negativity always goes against manifesting and what you want. So just have a think about that. Just really examine yourself and think about all of that kind of thing. So Libra, I hope this resonated, but as you know, general readings won't always resonate with everyone, and I have to apologize for my crazy rambling and my kind of fast forward, kind of rapid talking. I didn't mean to be like that. I just got a bit carried away. So if you liked this reading, you might not have because of that. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you would like to. Thank you so much for watching.